IELTS Speaking Part 1, General Structure. Step Suitable Vocabulary Phrases, Collocations. Sure. 1. Direct answer. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Actually, I prefer. I would say that. Definitely. I think so. Absolutely. I'm not sure, but I believe. 2. Explanation reason. The reason for that is, this is because, I think it's mainly due to, one of the main reasons is, it's because. What I like most is, I feel that, it's mostly because. 3. Example supporting details. For example, I usually one tie. I can recall when. A typical case is to illustrate. For instance, let me give you an example. As an example, further explanation. I've always enjoyed. It's something I've been doing for years. Since I was a child. This has always been my passion. I've been doing this for a long time. I guess it's something I've been accustomed to. I've always found this interesting. It has become a part of my daily routine. 5. Conclusion. In general, to sum up, I feel, overall, I think, in short, to wrap up, all in all, basically, to conclude. Home and accommodation. Who do you live with? Do you live in a house or an apartment? What part of your home do you like the most? Why? How is your current home different from your previous home? What kind of home would you like to live in the future? What room does your family spend most of their time in? What activities do you usually do at home? What type of accommodation do you live in, e.g., apartment, house, dormitory? Do you plan to live in your current home for a long time? Why or why not? Can you describe the place where you live? Do you prefer living in a house or an apartment? Why? Can you describe your bedroom? Are the transport facilities near your home convenient? What is your favorite room in your home? What makes your home feel pleasant or comfortable? How long have you been living in your current home? Do you think it is important to live in a comfortable environment? Why? Is there anything you would like to change about your home? Would you rather live in the city center or in the countryside? Why? If you could design your dream home, what special features would it have? 1. Who do you live with? I live with my parents and my younger brother. This is because we have always lived together as a family. We enjoy doing things together, like having dinner or watching movies. It's something I've been accustomed to since childhood, so it feels natural. To sum up, it's really nice to live with family because we support each other. 2. Do you live in a house or an apartment? I live in a house. This is because I enjoy having more space and a garden. For example, I have a small garden where I can relax and grow plants. I've always enjoyed living in a house because of the comfort and privacy it provides. So, in general, I prefer living in a house to an apartment. 3. What part of your home do you like the most? Why? I like the living room the most. This is because it's where my family gathers to relax and spend time together. For example, we watch movies and play games in the living room. I've always enjoyed spending time there, and it's become a space where we all connect. Overall, the living room is definitely my favorite part of the house. 4. How is your current home different from your previous home? My current home is much bigger than my previous home. This is because we moved to a larger place to have more space for the family. For instance, my old home had only 2 bedrooms, but this one has 4. Since we moved, I've really enjoyed having more room to do my activities and have guests over. So overall, my new home offers much more comfort and space than my old one. 5. What kind of home would you like to live in the future? I would love to live in a modern house. This is because I enjoy contemporary designs and I want a house with plenty of natural light and a spacious layout. For example, I would love a big living room with large windows that let in lots of sunlight. I've always enjoyed modern architecture, and I think it would be exciting to live in a home like that. To sum up, a modern home with lots of space and natural light would be perfect for me. Number 6. What room does your family spend most of their time in? Our family spends most of our time in the living room. This is because it's a central place where we gather to relax, talk, and enjoy activities together. For example, we often watch movies or play board games there in the evenings. I've always enjoyed spending time together in this room, as it brings the family closer. To sum up, the living room has always been the place where we spend the most quality time. 7. What activities do you usually do at home? At home, I usually relax, read, and sometimes cook. This is because I find these activities relaxing and they help me unwind after a busy day. For example, I often read books or prepare meals for my family during the weekend. I've always enjoyed cooking, and it's something I've been doing for years to help create a warm environment at home. Overall, I enjoy spending time at home doing activities that help me relax and feel comfortable. For our 8. What type of accommodation do you live in? I live in a house. This is because I prefer having more space and a garden for outdoor activities. For example, I enjoy gardening and hosting outdoor gatherings, which is easier in a house. I've always found that living in a house gives me more freedom and a greater sense of privacy. In general, I prefer living in a house because it suits my lifestyle and provides more space. Number 9. Do you plan to live in your current home for a long time? Why or why not? Yes, I plan to live in my current home for a long time. This is because I'm comfortable here and it fits all my needs. For instance, the location is ideal and it's a place I feel at home. I've always enjoyed living here and the neighborhood is friendly and quiet, which is important to me. Overall, I see no reason to move anytime soon as this home has everything I need. 10. Can you describe the place where you live? I live in a spacious house in a quiet neighborhood. This is because it's surrounded by nature, which provides a peaceful and relaxing environment. For example, there's a small garden in the backyard where I enjoy spending time reading or just relaxing. Since I was a child, I've always preferred living in a place that offers peace and privacy. In conclusion, my home offers a great environment for relaxation and comfort. 11. Do you prefer living in a house or an apartment? Why? I prefer living in a house. This is because I enjoy having more space, privacy, and the option to have a garden. For example, I enjoy having a yard where I can plant flowers and relax outdoors. I've always preferred living in a house because it gives me more freedom and flexibility. In short, I find houses to be more comfortable and suitable for my lifestyle. 12. Can you describe your bedroom? My bedroom is cozy and spacious. This is because it has enough space for my bed, desk, and a small reading corner, which makes it very comfortable. For example, I have a large window that allows plenty of natural light to brighten up the room. I've always enjoyed having a peaceful and calm environment in my bedroom, and I make sure to keep it neat and tidy. Overall, my bedroom is a relaxing space where I can unwind and sleep peacefully. 13. Are the transport facilities near your home convenient? Yes, the transport facilities near my home are very convenient. This is because there are bus stops within walking distance, and the subway station is just a short drive away. For example, I can easily commute to work within 30 minutes using public transport. It's something I've been accustomed to as the area has always had well-connected transportation options. Overall, the transport options here are very convenient and make commuting hassle-free. Number 14. What is your favorite room in your home? My favorite room in my home is the living room. This is because it's a space where my family and I can gather and spend time together, whether we're relaxing or entertaining. For example, I often host friends or family for dinner parties in this room. I've always enjoyed the social aspect of the living room, as it's where we share stories and make memories. To conclude, the living room remains my favorite space because of the connection it provides with my loved ones. 15. What makes your home feel pleasant or comfortable? What makes my home feel pleasant is the cozy and inviting atmosphere. This is because I've decorated it with warm colors, comfortable furniture, and personal touches that make it feel like home. For example, I often light candles or use soft lighting in the evening, which creates a calm environment. I've always enjoyed having a space where I can relax after a long day, and I've made sure to design it to be both practical and soothing. Overall, the cozy atmosphere and thoughtful decor make my home a pleasant and comfortable place to be. 16. How long have you been living in your current home? I have been living in my current home for about 3 years. This is because we moved here for work and found the location to be very convenient. For example, we've gotten to know the neighborhood well and have formed strong connections with our neighbors. I've always enjoyed living in this area because it offers a good balance between urban convenience and natural surroundings. Overall, I feel settled here and plan to continue living in this home for the foreseeable future. 17. Do you think it is important to live in a comfortable environment? Why? Yes, I believe it's very important to live in a comfortable environment. This is because a comfortable home can positively affect your mood and overall well-being, creating a peaceful and relaxing space. For example, having a comfortable living space allows me to relax and recharge after a busy day at work. I've always found that a calm and well-organized environment helps me be more productive and focused. To sum up, a comfortable living environment plays a crucial role in maintaining both physical and mental health. 18. Is there anything you would like to change about your home? Yes, there are a few things I would like to change. This is because I would love to have more storage space and possibly upgrade some of the furniture. For example, I think I could use a bigger closet and a more spacious kitchen to make cooking easier. I've always enjoyed the idea of having a more organized and functional space, so making these changes would improve my daily routine. Overall, these changes would make my home even more comfortable and practical. 18. Is there anything you would like to change about your home? Yes, there are a few things I would like to change. This is because I would love to have more storage space and possibly upgrade some of the furniture. For example, I think I could use a bigger closet and a more spacious kitchen to make cooking easier. I've always enjoyed the idea of having a more organized and functional space, so making these changes would improve my daily routine. Overall, these changes would make my home even more comfortable and practical. 19. Would you rather live in the city center or in the countryside? Why? I would prefer to live in the city center. This is because I enjoy being close to work, restaurants, entertainment, and all the amenities that the city offers. For example, I love having everything within walking distance, such as cafes, parks, and shopping centers. I've always enjoyed the vibrancy and convenience that city living offers. In short, the city center suits my lifestyle as it offers everything I need right at my doorstep. 20. If you could design your dream home, what special features would it have? If I could design my dream home, it would include a variety of special features. This is because I would want it to be both functional and aesthetically pleasing with all the comforts of modern living. For example, I would include a home theater, a spacious kitchen, and large windows to allow natural light to fill the rooms. I've always enjoyed the idea of having a smart home system to control lighting, temperature, and security with ease. To sum up, my dream home would combine convenience, comfort, and style to create a perfect living environment. Bạn muốn mình tiếp tục hỗ trợ gì thêm không?